What's up, guys? Welcome back. Not a bad week. Not a great week. Been doing a lot of Lego things. Just did the unboxing for the King Cluster. Got those two I need to unbox. Got those two ready to get re-unboxed. Blood of Sands. I love the look of them. I just don't like the hair. It's metallic. But hopefully those two will be there. I'm not sure where I'm going to put those two. But I did pick up 3 new pops from this week. Pops I've been wanting. I need to pick up another pop that I've been kind of pushing to the side. But they're coming out with the animated series Batman again. Got the Harley Quinn. They have the Riddler, Ra's al Ghul, and Harley. And I believe they have a Clayface with this one, a 6-inch. Although I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually glad that I got this Harley. Because if you guys don't know, Harley Quinn was introduced in the animated series, not in the comic books. So to have her original appearance is pretty damn awesome. I'm pretty excited for that. I do need to pick up, excuse me, one of the real Ghostbusters for my cartoon collection. Probably Peter Venkman and Slimer. Although I do have Peter Venkman in the Ghostbusters movie collection because of Bill Murray. Little by little, that my cartoon collection is being completed. I do need a Hordak. I would love to get Pepe Le Pew. Although I haven't put them up there, it's with my Disney collection. I think you can see them right there. Mega Duck, Darkwing Duck, Gizmo Duck, and Uncle Scrooge from DuckTales. I think if I pick up possibly Goliath from Gargoyles, I'll put them up in the cartoons. Would love to get mine went blank for a minute, but Underdog. Possibly Popeye. I also got 2 more Funkos from one of the newer cartoon series. Well, I wouldn't say newer, but late 90s. Kim Possible. So there's Kim, Ron, and Rufus, and Shigo. There is a Chase, I think, at Funko.com that has Kim in her cheerleading outfit, which surprisingly isn't shown, but I'm okay with her normal outfit with the phone. It was a pretty good series back then for the newer cartoons. I really loved the villains. I mean, Wade was cool, the twins were crazy. And you had some of the craziest villains. Senior, and Senior Junior. Draken, her main nemesis. There were a couple more, I can't remember all of them. But we had to get Shigo. Out of all the villains, she comes with a little aura. There is supposedly a glow-in-the-dark version of her. I think it's only at Disney. I'm not sure though. But, I mean, this is pretty cool to have. So I got one for Hordak. Underdog. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 5 spaces in my cartoons, not counting Underdog and Hordak. So this should take up 1 space. Ghostbusters, Gargoyles, and that leaves 2 spaces left. Unfortunately, they haven't made a lot of Funkos for cartoon series. I know they have Rocky and Bullwinkle. So we got Sabrina, Teenage Witch, to represent Archie Comics, Riverdale, not to mention Sabrina. We have the Hex Girls, or I have the Hex Girls to represent Scooby-Doo. Both the original and the new gen. For Gem and the Holograms. Serpentor, Cobra Commander, Zartan, Storm Shadow, and Snake Eyes for G.I. Joe. I would love to get a Firefly if they ever make one. Megatron and Starscream for Transformers. Skeletor for He-Man. Hopefully I can get a Hordak. I would love to get the original. Also would love to get the newer one because he has a gun arm. We have Mumra for Thundercats. Shredder for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thunder the Barbarian for Thunder the Barbarian. Gargamel for Smurfs. Fred Flintstone for the Flintstones. Of course, Grumpy Bear. I think you guys can kind of see the end of him over there. For Care Bears. Dudley Do-Right. For the Dudley Do-Right series, which I don't remember if he was part of Underdog or if he was part of, I think it was Rocky and Bullwinkle. I think most of us remember Rocky and Bullwinkle had several cartoons. Tennessee Tuxedo and his friends had several cartoons. I do know they have a Funko for Mr. Peabody because of the movie. So I liked the Mr. Peabody show, the short, but I don't think it's worth getting a Funko of him. I would love to get Josie and the Pussycats. Josie, of course, if they ever come out with that. Or Richie Rich. That would be kind of cool. Like I said, one Underdog. I have Michigan J. Fox for Looney Tunes. Would love to get, like I said, Pepe Le Pew. Pink Panther for Pink Panther. Streaks for Street Sharks. Johnny Quest, Sim Sim Salabim, from the New Adventures of Johnny Quest, as well as the original Johnny Quest. Of course, I kind of hated the Johnny Quest character. Loved Haji. My favorite was always the Adventurer, Ray Spannin. And I also, to end the cartoons, Mojo Jojo, Powerpuff Girls. I mean, of course, we have our Disney characters. Scrooge McDuck, Gizmo Duck, Darkwing Duck, Mega Duck, Megabolt, so I would love, I was not a fan of Tailspin. It was cool to see the characters more human-like from the Jungle Book. My favorite character is Don Carnage. Would love to get one the Funkos that they made of him. Would love to get Fat Cat for Rescue Rangers. Other than that, I mean, I would love for some old school cartoons. I mean, if they made Funkos for Madcross or Robotech, definitely would be getting. Oh my god, I'd actually be getting quite a few of them. Rick, Lisa, Roy, Max and Miria. I know they're not gonna do Star Blazers, but I will definitely get Wildstar and the Captain. I mean, there is a lot of old school cartoon characters that I would love to get as Funkos. They will never, well, I shouldn't say never, but most likely never make Black Star. But I would get Overlord and probably Black Star. If they made the Inhumanoids, I would love to get probably just Decompose, but that's gonna have to be a big, pretty big, probably a 6-inch Funko. There's so much Funkos you can make from old TV shows and old cartoons. Tex Hex from Bravestar would complete my Funimation. Imagine Skeletor, Hordak, and Tex Hex. Going back through all those old school cartoons, I am still waiting for a Funko Transor Z, Mazinga Z, whatever you want to call it. So Funko, if you're listening, that is at the top of my Funko list of must-haves. They did make Sailor Moon. They've been doing great with anime. Which is pretty insane. I think for all of the anime Funkos that have been made, maybe 25% of the entire total of anime Funkos is what cartoon Funkos is. Maybe 20%. I know they have Hong Kong Fooey, Jabberjaw, Great Ape, a lot of old Hanna-Barbera cartoons they made Funkos for. Kind of hard to, since if they have the licensing to make Funkos for certain companies. Like Funimation, of course, like I said, Tex Hex from Bravestar, 3030, The Judge, Stampede, I guess they have the license for Disney, which is insane. Which is why I don't understand why there's no... They have Tailspin, but they don't have all of the characters. They have DuckTales. Again, they don't have all of the characters. You could do the Beagle Boys. There's a few other characters I know that they did. I think they have Mrs. Beakley, but they don't have Ducksworth. I know you created, the Funkos created Tom Montana. They did Xeno. Why no Wizards of Waverly Place? Why no Selena Gomez? Fill up the future. Obviously they have DC, Marvel license. They've been getting licenses for video games. So as far as video games go, I want Link from Legend of Zelda, and I want Bowser from Super Mario. But I don't think Funko will ever do Nintendo. It's, I wouldn't say disconcerting, but it's weird to see. We probably have 40 to 50 different versions of Spider-Man, but not all of his villains. We have four or five different versions of the X-Men, Cyclops, four different versions of Rogue, 6 or 7 Wolverines. But we don't have Pyro. We don't have Avalanche. We don't have Blob. for the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. We don't have the full horsemen. We finally got Apocalypse. There are definitely things I'd love to get for TVs and movies. Like I said, since you got Disney, Wizards of Waverly Place, Alex Russo. Definitely on the top of my list. Would love to revisit Dark Angel. Jessica Alba. I mean, all you need is 2 or 3 characters. Supposedly, we are getting the 3 girls from Beverly Hills 90210, 3 of the girls from Melrose Place, and 3 of the Charmed ones. And if all of this happens, Alyssa Milano from Charmed is a must-have from Phoebe. And Shannon Doherty from 90210. Brenda. I would get her from Charmed, but I think it would be better to get her from the original series that I remember her from. Part of me wants to get Courtney Thorne-Smith. But at the same time, I never really cared for Melrose Place. So, I think the coolest thing ever for Funko to do would be Visionaries. Imagine having a Visionary Funko with the breastplate that has an animal like the original toys. Would love to get a Buck Rogers Funko. There is still a couple more TV Funkos I need. 2 more, I believe. Kelly Bundy and MacGyver. There's a couple movie Funkos I need. Although my movie section is actually completed, there's still a few that I would love to get. They are finally coming out with a tie from Clueless, which is a must-have for me. The original Clueless had 3 main girls, which we all realized or were upset that they didn't make tie. This new collection will have 3 girls, not There'll be Cher and her friend. I forget her name. Her black friend. Honestly, from the original collection, she's the one that's worth the most because Funko didn't make a lot of her. I'm tied to finish that collection. There is a lot of old cartoons, old TV series, old movies that still need Funkos. And I'm surprised that they haven't visited a few of these, and they're pushing basically the same characters over and over and over again. Besides Alicia Silverstone, there are a lot of both male and female actors and actresses I would love to get. I still need a Jennifer Garner. I was not a fan of Alias though, but that's the only Funko that they made of her. $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman. I'm surprised that they have never made a Funko for either one of them. I mean, all you need is one. There are a lot of shows that all you need is one Funko for the main character. So, yeah, Facts of Life. We probably would need 4 for the girls, 1 for Mrs. Garrett. So maybe 5. Different Strokes. Jeffersons, all you need is 2. Sanford and Son, you just need 2. Small World. All you need is Vicky. That would be kind of cool to have. Alf. All you need is Alf. I know they have, I think they have, well, they do have the A-Team, all 4 characters, plus Mr. T in the van. I think they have a Knight Rider kit with Michael. But I kind of would like a Michael Knight on the side. Then all you need is Michael Knight. with like Melrose Place, I don't think anybody would miss the guys. 90210, you can definitely have 3 girls and then the 3 guys. Unfortunately, I think they should make it Andrea too later on. That would be great as a chase. You know they're making all these Marvel movies and all these DC movies and all these Funkos are coming for those as well. Probably gonna get Funkos for Predator Badlands. And I get having the Funkos for the current big name movies. But you do need some Funkos of the older stuff to catch up. If they actually made Funkos for Atlantis, the old cartoon, I think they're supposed to be making 2. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know, guys. It's just me, but that's the biggest reason I'm actually collecting Funkos. Is to have things of my favorite actors and actresses and characters, cartoon comic characters, old school cartoon characters, to remember the past, remember what we grew up with. And hopefully someday, if I ever get to meet somebody famous, I can have them sign it. I did almost get to meet the voice of Serpentor, which if I knew he was the voice, I would have brought my Serpentor and have him sign it. Anyway, guys, hope you liked this week's reveal. Stay tuned. More is coming. Take care. Be safe. Aloha.